Welcome, my gamertag is Cowboy Tori and I make videos on World of Warship Legends. I make 5 of these videos every week, so a like and a subscription would highly be appreciated. In this episode I want to focus on what it takes to win a game. So there are 2 ways you can win the game. First of all, totally by only playing the objective, so capturing in this case the 3 flags, A, B or C, and the goal is simply the team that can hold on the longest to the flag, the most flags will win, because every few seconds you have a flag you will get 3 points. The other method to win is either destroying the entire enemy fleet. And then the third way is actually a combination of the two, capturing the flags, and for each time you sink an enemy ship, you will get extra points. So basically the goal is, okay, we're gonna capture this area and we're gonna hold onto it. I'm in a destroyer, the Akatsuki, which is a tier 6, a Japanese destroyer, so my goal as a destroyer player is primarily capture that objective, because I'm the hardest to spot, I'm the fastest one. And the only other ships that I have to fear actually who can disturb me in this capture are enemy destroyers and enemy planes. So there are no carriers, so I don't have to worry for that. I'll only have to worry for the 2 enemy destroyers, but they are actually probably spawned far away from our position, from our left flank, because I don't get to see them until about right now. I think, yep, there he is, the enemy Fusion and another. So the 2 destroyers are there taking pot shots at that Gneisenau. So I'm now spotted, I'm getting fired upon. So we got the objective, so I'm not gonna stay around, drop some smoke, hide behind the smoke, and get to a position where nobody can see me again. A small tip: if you're dropping smoke, if you reduce your speed to 1/4, you will remain hidden in the smoke you just emitted. So otherwise, if you go too fast, you will always be out of the smoke that's appearing behind you. Obviously, the faster you go, the more you can spread out the smoke, so the more area you can cover with smoke. So what you're now gonna see is on my left is a friendly ship, this battleship, the Colorado. He's in a position that he can fire at anybody that's approaching A, but he's also blocked, or protected or blocked by the island. So okay, I spot the Gneisenau. I'm gonna mark him, ask for all the rest of the ships to capture them. At this moment we're in a good position. We have 2 objectives, A and B, and for some reason, yeah, the enemy didn't bother to is trying to capture C, but I think they have problems because we have a battleship and a cruiser covering C. And so I'm now, okay, looking at the Gneisenau, firing a torpedo, but because I lose contact sight of him, I hold off my 2 remaining salvos. Yet again contact. This time I bother to look, and as you can see, I'm firing towards his bow, which is actually not a good method, because you're gonna see at that range the spread of my torpedoes when they reach him will be too wide, and he will have an easy time avoiding the torpedoes. So what we're now basically done, because the enemy was not aggressive enough, did not capture any flag, we're building up our lead. You see we have 440 points. The enemy managed to keep up a little bit because they sunk a cruiser and a destroyer. You see, okay, the first wave of torpedoes is easily avoided. They don't come near him, and the gap between the torpedoes of the second and third wave is also big enough for the Gneisenau to slip through. So I was saying we're leading the score. So what we basically now are doing, we're just waiting. The ball is in the enemy's camp. Okay, they have to capture A to at least get a bit online with us, and they have to sink our ships. So the Colorado is moving out of his cover on the island. As you can see, I've waited to fire my torpedoes at the Gneisenau so that he was turning, so that I was aiming at his flank. That makes him a bigger target for me, and in theory it makes him harder for him to evade, but he's turning again. So he probably gonna evade my torpedoes. And as you can see, the enemy has almost captured A. And there's an enemy destroyer hiding behind the island. The first torpedoes missed the Colorado, second wave to the Colorado. And I have a single hit on the Gneisenau. I get a flooding. And I sink the Gneisenau because he was already damaged so much that the flooding killed him off. Now this destroyer is of course in a difficult position, too close to the battleship. We're with at least 2 ships firing at him. And I'm assuming he can't break the line of sight because the battleship is too close. And he's gone. So the enemy has only left 1 destroyer, who must be nearby because and you can see our battleship will sink there, the Colorado, in a few moments, and then you will see the score jump from 680 to 550 down. So we lose points because we lose our battleship, and the enemy gains points because they sunk our battleship. So that's also another lesson that Colorado learned the hard way. Watch out with enemy destroyers. If they close by, always assume they fired torpedoes. So never stay on the same course too long when you're a battleship and there are destroyers near you. So now, very carefully, I'm looking to sail around the island. I'm not going to go through the smoke because then I don't know what's behind it. The enemy finished capturing A, so there's definitely a ship there. It will be a destroyer, the final destroyer of the enemy.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
And there he is. He's spotted. There's a friendly cruiser also attacking him. And again, here come tactics in play. It's Fushin, so Pan-Asian destroyer. He has no torpedoes that can harm me. So the only thing that can harm me are his guns. So we're gonna go for a gun duel, but and that will be finished very quickly. So the enemy now has only left 2 ships, a battleship and a cruiser. From the fact that somebody is trying to capture B means that we have a visual on and already on the map on the enemy cruiser. So I'm assuming the battleship is near C because nobody has spotted him. So we have plenty of time at our ease. We can capture A. The cruiser is already attacking, our cruiser is already attacking the enemy cruiser, a Helena cruiser. And he's in a tough spot at Helena. I mean, from the fire, I think we're at least with 3 firing at him. I'm not in a position to get torpedo fires at him, so I'm switching to guns.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
So basically the only thing that Helena here can do, because for him it's a lost game, he's cornered between 3 ships, is what he can try to do is look at the weakest ship that is attacking him and that is in range and fire at it. And yep, that's me as being the cruiser. And in the heat of battle, the Helena makes a classic mistake. He gets stuck at the island, and the time it takes him to evade or to get back is enough for us to kill him. And as you can see, I had slowed down my own ship to hide in my own smoke. So at this moment there is only 1 ship left, and that's the enemy battleship. So I'm gonna fast forward here until so you might be wondering what should I do when I'm the last boat on the map and the enemy is overwhelming and you're losing it because it's 770 score against 260. Well, the one thing you should not do is run away, because whether you get sunk or not at the end of the game, it does not matter. You're the last one. So the best thing you can do is try to take as many of the enemy ships with you if you can. And I think that's what the enemy battleship will still try to do. Of course, he's now facing at least, I think at least 3 ships that can fire at him. I think even with 4 if he pops up from behind that island. And so yeah, the best way is then is go down fighting, look for the enemy ship which is the weakest. So that is either the small destroyers, or if there's by accident an enemy ship that is already low on health, you focus on that. That Fuso, he's getting pummeled from all sides. I'm getting a torpedo solution. So at this moment I know I'm getting too close to him, because his automatic secondary fires start taking shots at me, and his primaries he will use his primaries to do some damage, and he succeeds in that. But it's to not avail, he gets shot down himself. So the important lesson from this game is be aggressive, capture objectives, and try to sink as many ships as possible. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Good evening, good night, and see you in the next video.